and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. I'm super excited for today's reading because today we are reading your entire August life for absolute filth, honey, and y'all know I love to do that. We have 4 groups here, and as I told you, if you watched my video from the day before and then the day before that, I did a reading on career, relationships, and jobs, and love, and all of that in my last 2 videos, so definitely check those out if you haven't already. But this is just going to be an overall reading for the month of August, so let's just get right into the thesis. We have 4 groups here, as I mentioned before. I honestly have been like swamped with the readings. I've done so many in the last few days because everyone wants to know like the real tea as far as their situation and what's going on in them for August, like specifically for you. So definitely hop on that train, DM my Instagram if you want a private reading, and yeah, like this video, subscribe to the channel. We have group 1 here, group 2, and these are all clear cords, guys, group 3 and group 4. Now I did that on purpose because take a deep breath, follow your intuition, and pick the like pile of cards that's really calling you. I made them all clear cords so that you don't accidentally choose the wrong pile, because you know what I'm saying, you just like the crystal. So we're about to get right into it. Let's get started. Group 1, what are you guys looking at overall for the month of August? All right, group 1, so we have full moon in Pisces. Sometimes life stings, the wasp spirit, the magician, the 9 of swords, and the page of staffs. Okay, let's just get right into the tea, guys. So we have the full moon in Pisces and the wasp spirit, the magician, the page of wands, and the 9 of swords, guys. All right, so let's just get right into it. So first of all, our first card that we got right off the bat, our moon card, is the full moon in Pisces. Now the full moon is representative of really strong, powerful energy, so it makes so much sense that we have the magician card here, because this card is really all about being able to basically make things just magically appear like a magician. I think Chris Angel, mind freak, I was obsessed with that show as a kid, and I just love Chris Angel. But regardless, this card is really about manifesting, and I love to manifest and do rituals and set my intentions on full moons. So it's really just showing that you're in a position where you're kind of regaining your strength and you're really able to get a handle on how to make things happen and turning thoughts into action in the month of August. Now, I can't ignore this 9 of swords here, and that's why I said regain your strength, because this 9 of swords card is really about just feeling blocked in. And you know what's interesting about this card though is it's a self-limiting type of belief, right? It's like these things are in your mind. On the outside you may look okay, you may look happy, you may look like you're having a good time, your life is going well or okay, fine even, but on the inside you have so much going on in your mind, so much that you're worried about, but it's self-inflicted worry. It's not something you actually need to be worried about. These aren't, it's more like, you know, you're limiting yourself because you don't believe that you have the power to change things, and you do. It's almost like you feel kind of like, woe is me. You're sitting too long in like the it really depends on, you know, what you've been through, what emotion you're sitting in, but it could be grief, it could be lack, it could be loss, it could be heartbreak, it could be anything. It could be feeling like you're broke. I remember the other day I was in the living room with my mom. My mom came over my house and she's like talking something to do with money, and I was like, well, you know, I'm broke, ha ha ha. And then I was like, no, I'm not broke, I'm abundant, I am financially stable, and I have everything I need. And she was like, yes, like she literally gave me a round of applause. She's like, absolutely, because my mom's the same way. We speak things into existence. We don't, you know, kind of sit and think about what things may or may not appear to be like, you know what I'm saying? So honestly, I think that in your head there may be some confines or some constrictions, but you're finally going to move past that in the month of August, and that is absolutely beautiful. Now let's get into this Wasp spirit card, guys. At the bottom of the card it says sometime life stings, and that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Like especially with heartbreak, like honestly, personally, I've been through the ringer in quite a few relationships, okay? And it can be hard in the moment to get out of it, and just know that if you're going through that, and even if it's not that, even if it was like, you know, you have a family member that you're really close with and they just, you know, kind of take digs at you at the family function, or if it's a best friend and you're starting to see their true colors and you don't like, you know, those colors, or, you know, if your friend flat out betrayed you, like whatever it is, sometimes life stings, but you've got to get out of this place where you know, feel like something has been done wrong to you. And honestly, in the month of August, I see you guys taking back your power, and I love that. I love that. Now we have the Page of Staffs here. You know, he's not a knight, he's not a king, he's not a queen, okay? He doesn't have it all together, but he's optimistic, he's a learner, you know what I'm saying? And don't get stuck on the genders, but honestly, you know, this is going to be a time not only where you're going to learn things, but again, you're going to take your thoughts and your wisdom and you're going to turn them into action. So you're actually going to apply these things to your life. Quite honestly, I feel like you've been in a position where you've just felt flat out boxed in, and I think you're finally going to take the action that you need to take to get where it is that you need to be. Whether it's, you know, you've been thinking about changing your major in school, whether it's, you know, you want to start like an aesthetic Instagram page, or like whatever it is that you've been wanting to do, you're finally gonna see the fruits of your labor pay off and your manifestations pay off. So if you're not manifesting already, this is the perfect time to start, okay? July is not over yet. This is a reading for August. You still have time, okay? So definitely take advantage of the time that you do have so you can see these things really come to life next month. I'm so excited for you guys. One last thing I did want to point out though is the full moon in Pisces card. It says balance spirituality and practicality. So when you're manifesting, right, a lot of times, you know, you don't want to limit yourself. So here's the thing, right? Even if I were to manifest $1 million and say, I want $1 million, universe, give it to me, okay? Even if I wanted to manifest $1 million, I still would have to go out and buy a lottery ticket, or, you know what I'm saying? I'm not recommending that anyone gambles, but I would still have to do something to make it possible. You can't literally manifest $1 million popping up at your bedside, you know what I'm saying, table. You have to do something that can bring that into your life. So manifesting isn't just about, you know, it's really, manifesting is for like channeling the energy towards something very specific, and then making that specific thing happen along with your action that you take to kind of push it forward and make it happen, right? So make sure that you're not when you're manifesting, that you're also doing, even if it's baby steps, whatever is in your means to do, make sure that you're doing that so that, you know, your manifestations can actually, you know what I'm saying, come true. But I'm definitely seeing that you guys are realizing the power and the magic within you. Comment below if you want me to do a pick a card on what your spiritual gifts are. I would love to do that, and that could actually help you with manifestation quite a bit, because you can use what you have to your advantage to really speed things up. Okay, so that is what's going on for you guys in the month of August. Please DM my Instagram if you want a private reading. Like I said, so many people have been DMing me to get private readings for the month of August and to kind of piggyback off of these readings. So it is a great time to get ahead of things and kind of see like where your current situations are going to be by the end of August or during August. So yeah, also comment below, like I said, whatever video you want to see next. Like this video and subscribe to my channel. All right, but for now we are gonna move on to group 2. Okay, group 2, what is the overall energy that is happening for you guys in the month of August? We're about to get into the tea, sis. Period, poo. All right, group 2, so we have the new moon in Scorpio, the grasshopper spirit, the 5 of staffs in reverse, the ace of staffs, and the knight of coins in reverse. Okay, very specific messages here. So let me show you the cards and we'll get right into it. The new moon in Scorpio and the grasshopper spirit, the 5 of staffs in reverse, the knight of coins in reverse, and the ace of staffs. Alright guys, so where do I want to start with you, group 2? Honestly, I'm being drawn to this 5 of staffs card. I can't honestly say this is my favorite card in the tarot deck, but it is exciting that we have this card in reverse. Honestly, the month of August overall is going to be a month of clarity. So hold on to your wigs, honey, because something may come up that you did not know about. Honestly, this card is generally, when it's upright, it can, you know, represent confusion and lack of direction and kind of shooting in the dark, shooting and just shooting your shot and missing, right? But honestly, I think that that's coming to an end and you are going to see things clearly. However, through seeing things clearly, your suspicions may be true, or if you don't have any suspicions, you may find out something that you don't exactly, you know, didn't exactly want to. Excuse me, sorry. Thank you if you said bless you. You may find out something that you didn't exactly want to know, you know what I'm saying? So the tea may be spilt, honey, all over the coffee table, you know what I'm saying? And it may be like, it may be a doozy. Just stay grounded. Just stay grounded. The next card I want to move into is this new moon in Scorpio. First of all, I love new moon cards because it really represents like newness and new energy, letting go of this confusion, the stale energy, kind of shooting in the dark. You're finally going to get a handle on things. So whatever it is that you've been manifesting and working on, whether it be a new relationship, whether it be to get out of your current relationship, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be to, you know, get a new job, a new career, whether it be for a promotion, you're finally going to get an understanding on how to do that, and it's finally going to start to materialize in the real world. So it's finally, things are finally going to start moving and shaking, you know what I'm saying, and happen for you guys. So that's very exciting. But on this card, it says work through your fears. Now, I think it's very deliberate that working through your fears is the, you know, message on a new moon card. First of all, Scorpios, they have very intense energy, and, you know, some of their energy may be due to a fear, so it's like they kind of react in a certain way. I'm not coming for you, Scorpios, so don't come for me, but I'm just saying. So honestly, this is going to be a very intense time for you, but you are going to have to work through the things that you're afraid of. So if you're trying to manifest, say, a new relationship, or you're just looking for a new relationship, you're not even necessarily manifesting, I recommend it, but not everyone does it, and that's fine. Even if what you're asking the universe for, or what you're trying to get, you know, into your life is a new relationship or a new job, you're gonna have to work through your fears to go get it. So that could mean stepping on a few toes in the office, you know what I'm saying? You know, someone may deserve it or has been in the company longer than you, but if it's what you want, you have to go get it, you know, period. Closed mouths do not get fed. They just don't. So, you know, you may have to kind of step on some toes, and it makes total sense that we have this Knight of Coins card in reverse, because if you look at the card itself, the knight has his arm outstretched, okay, and there's kind of like another arm or a hand in the picture on the card that's kind of like, ooh, coin, you know what I'm saying? So the knight has, you know, stuff to give. But the month of August for you is really going to be about you. And I'm getting the idea that you guys may be really empathetic people, really passionate people, really caring about other people. But if you want to get what you want to receive, if you want this newness to come into your life, you're really going to have to be selfish, period. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to be selfish in order to regain that power and really completely move on from the state of newness, or confusion and just disarray into this newness of the new moon in Scorpio. Okay, so you're gonna have to be a little bit selfish. You may have to, you know, cut some ties. And if that really resonates with you, you know it's time. You know that you don't want to be dealing with this energy, and you know you can actively wait for someone. There's like inactively waiting for someone and actively waiting for someone, and this is just an example. But if you're waiting for someone to kind of come around, you still need to go do what it is that you have to do and work on yourself and reach your goals, and you know, work on, you know, the things that you want to come into your life. Whether or not this person is here, you still want it, right? So that would be actively waiting. Inactively waiting is literally sitting there, only focusing on them, constantly checking their Instagram, constantly worrying about what they're doing, constantly going back and forth whether or not you should send a text, looking through old texts between this person. And that is not what you need to do. Now, that's just an example in terms of like love and relationships. But honestly, I'm seeing that the month of August for you is going to be all about you, and that's absolutely amazing. Cut it off, so don't get comfortable. Look. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get out of that energy. Let's just get out of it. You're gonna have to work through your fears to do so, but but we have this Ace of Staffs card here. This card, it's the ace, right? Numero uno, number one. It's all about you. It's all about, you know, kind of channeling your energy, channeling your power to make things happen. And with the grasshopper spirit at the bottom, it says take a leap of faith. Okay, this is going to be a time where you're really going to have to jump into whatever it is that you've been wanting full force. No more waiting, no more hoping and praying. Let's just actually do it. Let's just actually get it done. So if this means doing your hair and makeup, getting up out of your house and going to a bar, it can be awkward to sit at a bar alone, but if you're looking for a man, honey, sometimes that's what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I don't recommend online dating. I don't like it. It brings out the crazies. But I mean, if that's what's in your means, if you work, you know what I'm saying, 50, 60 hours a week or 40 hours a week, and you're tired, there's other things you want to do, that may be what you have to do, honey. But this is really just about getting up, going out there and actually doing it, okay? But this Ace of Staffs really is just tying back into, like, this is all about you. This is a time for you. This is a time for you to get up and do what it is that you've been wanting to do. Definitely DM my Instagram if you want a private reading, because in the private readings, oftentimes, we actually get suggestions from the universe as to how to do what it is that you've been wanting to do. So especially if you feel stuck, DM me. But yeah, this is just going to be a month where it's just all about you, and you're going to have to make it all about you. You're gonna have to work on that, especially if you're, you know, a kind, giving type of person. Okay? All right. Again, DM my private Instagram if you want, DM my Instagram if you want a private reading. They're just $20. Like this video, comment below what video you want to see next, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Okay? And we are gonna move on to group 3. Okay, group 3. What is the overall energy for you guys? What are you guys going to be experiencing in the month of August? Let's just get right into it. All right, group 3. So we have the Void of Course Moon, the Eagle Spirit, the 3 of Staffs in reverse, the 10 of Swords, and the Ace of Cups, guys. All right, let me show you these cards and we'll get right into it. So we have the Void of Course Moon and the Eagle Spirit, the 3 of Staffs in reverse, the Ace of Cups, and the 10 of Swords, guys. Alright, group 3, let's just get right into the tea. So what is happening for you guys in the month of August? First of all, we have the void of course moon. So it says on the card, nothing will come of this situation. So honestly, I think the first sign that we have, the month of August is going to be all about being brutally honest with yourself. I think that things have really kind of been adding up for you guys with this 10 of swords here. You know, we don't just have a sword to the back, we have swords all, you know what I'm saying, all down our back. And he's not dead yet, you know what I'm saying, he's still kind of like trying to make his way out of the situation. But honestly, I'm thinking that the month of August is going to you know, show you who people really are. You're gonna see people's true colors in the month of August, and you're gonna have to be real with yourself and say, you know, if it's a relationship, you know, even though I have all this history with this person, the good is outweighing the bad at this point. You know, there's just been too much that has happened. Or, you know, if it's like career, you may be in a dead-end job, you know what I'm saying, this is for the birds. I don't like where I am, I don't want to be here, I never envisioned that I would be here. And you're gonna have to really move on from the situation, because the cards are being brutally honest. It flat out says nothing will come of this situation, at least at the bare minimum, okay, the way things are now, because energy is fluid, energy can change, but as of now, the way things are going, nothing is going to come of the situation that you may be in. Just know that spirit has your back. That is what it says on the eagle card. When you think of eagles, they fly high, they can see everything. That third eye chakra, okay, is activated, honey. They can see things for what exactly they are. They can kind of have this like eagle-like, I mean, they're eagles. They have this like bird's eye view of the whole situation, and I think things may be coming to light for you guys in August. So if you've been dealing with someone and it's like you just feel like they're not being real with you, or you feel like something is off, quite honestly, that may come to light and it may slap you in the face, you know what I'm saying? And I was telling this to another group, right? So hold on to your wigs, honey, because the tea may be spilled in the month of August for you guys as well, honestly. But just know that spirit has your back. Spirit knows what's in your best interest, and the only time that you would go through a lesson that really brings you pain or heartbreak, or you know, you feel stagnant, it's only because you haven't learned the lesson yet. So let's be real with ourselves so we can speed up the learning of this lesson and either get on to the next one or move on to our next phase of life that's really going to bring us the abundance, the prosperity, the things that we want, the things that we've been hoping for. We have this Ace of Cups card. I didn't want to jump to it before I read the Three of Staffs in reverse for filth, but I'm going to, because it's just so positive. You know, y'all know me, I'm a Cancer, okay, I'm all about emotions, and the suit, you know what I'm saying, of cups in the tarot deck is about love, emotions, and you know what I'm saying, relationships. So it is what it is, okay? I think that your cup is going to be overflowing. What I love though about this Ace of Cups in your situation is I am not feeling like this is specifically pointing to someone is about to enter your life and they're going to switch things up and it's going to be the love of your life. Honestly, I'm getting the idea that this is going to be more of a self-love kind of thing, and that just makes total sense because you're putting yourself first. In the month of August, you're going with what's in your best interest in the month of August. It's so easy to make excuses for people and to be empathetic for people and to, you know, kind of do things the way that they want things to be done and kind of just go with whatever it is that they want to do and, you know, just be their backbone, be that support for people. And when you're in a relationship, they're definitely, you know, you definitely do have to be that support to some degree. But with this Ace of Cups card, I'm just really feeling like you are going to love yourself. And what I say with loving myself, for example, me loving myself was 2 years ago when I decided to go back to school. I got my gen ed gen eds for fresh out of high school, and then I took about a year and a half, almost 2 years of a break. Maybe not that even long. It was probably just a year, but I took a long break. And you know, showing that self-love for me was getting back in school, because down the line, that's going to provide me with an education that can help me start my own business. I'm in school for business right now, and that's how I showed my self-love to myself, because not only am I occupying my time, so I'm not just sitting around doing dumb stuff, you know what I'm saying, like hanging out with friends and which is great. I still make time for my friends, but you know what I mean, like I'm investing in myself. Self-love isn't always affirmations. If affirmations is what you need because, you know, maybe as a kid you were told you're never going to amount to anything, you'll never be anything, or your last relationship they told you you're worthless, you know, you're not, whatever it is, it's not always affirmations, it's whatever you need. So if affirmations is what you need to make you feel better and to make you, you know, get into the space where you can make change happen in your life, then that is what self-love is to you. But what self-love was for me was investing in myself long term, right? So self-love isn't all about saying you're great, you're amazing. It definitely can be, but it's different depending on your situation. Self-love for me was saying, you know what, down the line, do you want to work, you know, the job that you're working now forever? Obviously not. So invest in yourself and get back in school, you know what I'm saying? And that's a really like PC kind of example. I've definitely shown myself self-love in other ways that are more fun, you know what I'm saying? But that was a way that I showed myself love. So this Ace of Cups is you investing in yourself, is what I'm trying to say. Now let's get into this Three of Staffs in reverse. This is definitely a resistance to change, okay? With the Three of Staffs, it really calls you to make decisions, but we have this card in reverse. The universe, you know, this reading is really telling you that the way things are going now, nothing is going to happen in the situation. The outcome that you are looking for is not matching up with maybe what it is that you're doing. So you kind of need to take a different course, take a different, you know, switch lanes, try something new. But this is really just showing that resistance, and it makes so much sense, especially if it's like, if what is on your mind right now is love and relationships. It makes so much sense, right, that you would be resisting it because you have a history with this person, right? You don't want to leave them in the dust. You care about this person regardless of the bad that has happened, you know what I'm saying? Or even if it's a career, like if you've been there for a while, it's like you don't want to leave because, you know, even though it's a hot mess and it's not where you want to be for the rest of your life, it still provides that stability. You know how they do the job. You can be scared of, you know, kind of going into a new field. You don't know what it's going to be like. It is what it is, though. You do have to take that leap of faith, you really do. But this is showing that there's some resistance towards that, guys. Make sure you're not resisting what is good for you. Make sure you're not saying no to the blessings that the universe is trying to send you. I would be more than happy to really get into the tea with you guys. DM my Instagram in the description below. If you want a private reading, they're just $20. Also, like this video, comment below what video you want to see next, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I would be more than happy to have you guys here. I love every single one of you. And yeah, that is what you guys are going to kind of be going through in the month of August, group 3. Okay, but for now, we are going to move on to group 4. Okay, what is going on in the month of August for you, group 4? What is it that you're going to be experiencing? What do you have to look forward to? Let's get into the tea, sis. Alright, group 4, let's get into this piping hot tea, okay? What is it that you guys are going to be experiencing in the month of August? This is an overall life prediction and tarot pick a card reading. So let's get right into it. We have the new moon in Pisces, the Chariot in reverse, okay, Cancerian energy. The Bat Spirit, a rebirth is assured, it says at the bottom. The Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Hierophant. So first of all, we have 2 major arcana cards on the board. So Spirit, the universe, the divine, whatever it is that you identify with, even if it be Jesus, okay? We are getting messages today. So we're going to get into this tea. Let me show you the cards. the new moon in Pisces and the bat spirit, the Chariot, the Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Hierophant. Alright, group 4, so the overall energy and the messages that I'm getting from my guides right now, I just keep hearing decisions, 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 okay? First of all, we have the bat spirit. At the bottom of the card, it says a rebirth is assured. So quite honestly, you definitely want to be a part of this rebirth. You don't want this rebirth to happen because there's a divine intervention from the universe. That can be the most painful type of that can be the most painful type of rebirth that you may experience, when the universe has to pull up and come through and say, okay, you can't learn this lesson on your own. You're gonna be thick-headed about this. You're not gonna make the decision that you know is best for you. I am gonna pull up and we're gonna box. Okay, it's the universe against you, okay? Not really. The universe is always for you. The universe always wants what is in your best and highest of greatest of goods, okay? But pop up, guess who? Pop up, guess who? Ding dong! Must be that whip that I ordered. I love Cardi B, but seriously, the universe is knocking at your door and it says, you know, a rebirth is coming. Things are a-changing, whether you like it or not, because you're taking too long to learn this lesson. This is just the energy that I'm getting, okay, guys? Don't shoot the messenger, okay? But this is definitely the energy that I'm getting for you guys from this reading, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. So you better meditate and contemplate. That is what this new moon in Pisces card says, and it makes so much sense that we have a new moon card here, because new moons are all about new beginnings. So on new moons, what I do is I burn, so I set my intentions. So I may write a petition, or I may write my intentions, I may write affirmations, whatever it is. On new moons, I burn my papers that I wrote for the month prior, and then I write new ones. So it's really just symbolic, and it really, you know, helps me manifest the things that I want. But you're gonna have to meditate and contemplate and make a decision. I personally did not like meditating. I found a way to make it work, but when I first started, I just hated being alone with my own thoughts, because who does? Who wants to think about the things that they actually need to do? But you're gonna have to decide, do you want to stay where you are, or do you want to take another route? If you are comfortable and you can say that you are happy, right? You are happy and fulfilled and satisfied, being honest with yourself where you are, okay, let the universe know, universe, I've made my decision, and my decision is to stay exactly where I am. But if you've been asking for something different, if you've been looking at your man's side eye, if you've been looking at Tinder, all the people on Tinder side eye like this ain't it, okay, well, you may have to delete Tinder and try Bumble, or you may have to get off the dating apps and get out into the real world. Whatever it is for you, if you've been side eyeing your manager, okay, you're gonna have to move on from that, honey. Period, point blank. You're gonna have to move on from that job because you've decided that it's not serving you. But make sure that you let the universe know, not only that you have decided to move on from the situation that you're in, but that you're ready to start taking action towards it, so it doesn't have to pull up and box you. You know what I'm saying? Because it will. I got boxed by the universe one time. Ooh, child, the ghetto. So let's get into the tarot cards, guys. We have the Chariot card in reverse, and I'm definitely getting the vibe that this is present energy. Really, the Chariot is very upstanding, okay? Cancerian energy, and I am a Cancer, you know what I'm saying? What a better card, is there a better card that could represent us, honestly? The Chariot, though, being in reverse, it really represents that you're resistant to change, you're resistant to getting out there and doing the things that you need to do. And that's been like kind of like the overall theme, honestly, for like my last few readings, like that we're resisting change. And I guess, you know, maybe there could be a little bit of retrograde energy. I don't recommend, you know, popping up and trying totally new things during the retrograde, so it makes sense that we're getting kind of stagnant energy. But I'm getting the vibe with you guys that this has been a long time coming, because this is something that has deeply affected you for a while. You feel restrained, but honestly, I'm gonna be honest, the 8 of Swords card being in reverse is really showing that this is like a self, this is like it's like of the mind. It's like we're limiting ourselves in our own mind. And I also had that same message for one of the other piles here. Like, this is actually crazy. But honestly, like, this is like we're doing it to ourselves. We're overthinking. We're sitting in the past. We're not just looking at the past to see, ooh, look how far I've come, or, you know, to draw on a past experience to help us in our future. But this is honestly like we're sitting in our past and we're just brewing, and we're just like getting mad all over again about something that has happened to us because we don't feel like the scales have been balanced. But here's the real tea, guys. The universe is infamous, absolutely infamous, for balancing the scales and for karmically taking care of ya boy or ya girl. So if anyone has done you wrong, it is your responsibility to move past it, right? And to step into your new beginning, your new future with this new moon energy, and move on, learn the lesson, and leave it in the past. It's not up to you to take revenge. And I'm not saying that you guys are, but I'm just saying that the past is kind of definitely holding you back. And it's like, you know what I'm saying, a psychosis, a ketosis of the mind, you know what I'm saying? But we have the Hierophant here. And also, let me just move on because I'm going to get on a whole rant about that 8 of Swords in reverse. We have the Hierophant here. This card is really about like structure, organization, and setting a solid game plan. So honestly, the month of August is going to be about putting all the chess pieces exactly where they need to be so that you can win the game of life, or the game of, you know, relationships, the game of, you know, you are strategic. You're strategically moving, and things are finally going to start to happen for you. But you definitely need to not resist them and not hold yourself prisoner in your own mind, because there's one thing for someone to constantly be doing something to you, but there's another thing when you're not cutting this person off who's hurting you, or you're, you know, thinking about the past. Someone has done something to you in the past, and really just brewing and sitting in that negative vibration and that negative energy. Guys, we've got to move on. The universe is basically telling me that a rebirth is assured. It's gonna happen whether or not you like it. But I'm definitely getting, I don't think I've ever even gotten this message. I don't think it's ever been so clear that the universe is really gonna step in and force some things for you. And I'm telling you guys, it's not a good thing. It's not gonna feel good. But we do have the Hierophant card, so there's definitely opportunity for you guys to make your own decisions, but you really just have to do it. Honestly, DM my Instagram if you want a private reading. I would love to get the tea on your situation, because I want to know why the universe is being so kind of cutthroat right now. So DM my Instagram. They're just $20, but we have the Hierophant here. There's still opportunity for you to do it, but this card is really about structure, organization, and being, you know, very, what's the word, just very, this is a very actionable kind of card. Now, you don't want the universe to step in and be the Hierophant, okay? Learn the lesson, all right? Show the universe that you've learned the lesson. You know, you don't want no smoke with the universe, okay? And, you know, make things happen for yourself. But yeah, guys, that's definitely, like, I can't even lie, that's the energy that I'm getting for you guys for the month of August. Basically, the universe is about to pull up on that, okay, and come through, and I just hope you're ready. Basically, just make these decisions that you have to make, okay, guys? Yeah, like this video, subscribe to my channel. Again, DM my Instagram if you want a private reading. They're just $20. Comment below what video you want to see next. And yeah, guys, that's for you, group 4. Honestly, I'm a little bit worried about you guys. I really want you guys to learn your lessons and do what the universe is, you know, calling you to do. So make sure that you're doing that. Okay. Alright, group 4, that is all. I will see you in the next one. Mwah!